Students, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to study about the topic of a BSc topic that included in the subject, that is animal ecology, zoology paper 2, unit 2, and the subtopic is type of ecosystem. In that we are going to study about the lake or the pond ecosystem. So you can see in this diagram, ecosystem is divided into two: natural ecosystems and the man-made ecosystem. So man-made ecosystem is also known as, because of anthropogenic activities, that is man-made activities. Because of this activity, it leads into the small ecosystem. That ecosystem is croplands, gardens, and the aquarium. So these are the artificial or the ecosystem. Okay, and in natural ecosystem there are two types of mainly ecosystem, that is aquatic ecosystem and the terrestrial ecosystem. So in aquatic ecosystem we are going to study, that is here, ocean ecosystem. So ocean is the largest and the most stable ecosystem. After that, estuary ecosystem, pond or the lake and river and the spring. And here in the terrestrial, tundra, forest. After that, desert, grassland. These are the different type of ecosystem. So here we are going to study about in the ecosystem. So we are going to study about the natural type of ecosystem. In natural ecosystem we are going to aquatic. In aquatic we are going to study about this, that is pond or the lake ecosystem. So there are two type of the water flowing water, as well as slow moving water and the running water. So lentic is slow moving water. Example is pools, ponds, lakes. Lake ecosystem can be divided into zones. So you can see in this diagram, so propoundal zone is there, compensation depth of photosynthesis, that is respiration, approximate thermocline, depth in summer, water surfaces, littoral zone. So what is littoral zone? So you can see here, so the littoral zone, so this zone is near the surface of the, it is near the shore of the sea, or near the shore of the lake or the pond. So near the shore, that layer is known as littoral zone. And pelagic zone is nothing but the open area. This open area is known as pelagic zone. So as we know that there are two types of layers. You can see here the aphotic zone, where the sunlight cannot reach. That zone is known as aphotic. So the name itself indicates that means absence of sunlight is known as aphotic zone, and photic zone means where the sunlight can penetrate in the pond or in the lake. So this zone is known as photic zone. So you can see here in the photic zone again, so mixed layer is there. So what is mixed layer? So the mixed layer is the layer of water where this layer is disturbed by the turbulence, is because of the wind activity or because of the air. Okay, the next is we can going to study is pond ecosystem. As we know that pond is a stagnant ecosystem. So a small water ecosystem, so the water is stagnant. So the water is a stagnancy means in a same place or in a same area, not flowing water. So the stagnant water is standing water in a particular area. So here again the biotic and the abiotic components are there. Here the autotrophs are the component, that in autotroph the algae are the main producers. Okay, again biotic components, organic and the inorganic components are the material. Here inorganic components like water, oxygen, carbon dioxide, salt of calcium and the nitrogen are present in the pond ecosystem. So organic component, that is DNA, RNA, etc. So here again the biotic components of the ecosystem, as we already know that what is the definition or how ecosystem forms. So biotic and abiotic components, so the integration of biotic and the abiotic component, it leads to the ecosystem. So you can see here in a biotic component, so the biotic component includes the producers, consumers and the decomposers. So we are going to start with the producers. Here two type of plant, that is macrophyte. Macro means large in size. So large rooted floating vegetation, example Typha, Arisis, Lopima. Again the phytoplankton or the micro floating plants is there. Example Eurothrix, Spirogyra and Anabina. Again the submerged plants we can see in the lake ecosystem. So Hydrilla, Utricularia and Trapa. So surface floating plant like Pistia, Ulfia, Salvinia and the Ecornia. So these are the different type of plant we can see in the producers. As we know that the producers are the organism, they synthesize their own food. Here these plants, they synthesize their own food with the help of photosynthesis. So the consumers are the organism, they cannot synthesize their own food. For the nutrition they depend on the other organism, that's why we call as heterotrophs. So here again in the heterotrophs is divided into three types, that is primary consumers. Here the phytoplanktons, here the zooplanktons that feed on the phytoplanktons. So zooplanktons, example of zooplanktons are rotifer, cyclops and the collops. So these are the small microscopic organisms that feed on the microscopic plants, that is phytoplanktons. Again the secondary consumers. In secondary consumers, insects, beetles and the small fishes. Again the tertiary consumers like snakes and the big fishes. So these are the different type of consumers. So on the producers primary consumer depend, on a primary consumer secondary consumers are depend, and on a tertiary consumers, so the tertiary consumer depend on the secondary consumers. Here the decomposers. What are decomposers? So decomposers are nothing but the saprophytes act on a dead and the decaying matter of plant as well as animal, and that supply the raw material to the products. So this raw material that again goes to the water as well as the soil. Again here the example is bacteria, fungi, aspergillus, cladospora and the